What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to C-Roll Productions. You guys, we got some nice, interesting topics to discuss in today's video. This is the day before Wakanda Forever. By tomorrow at 3 p.m., I will have experienced Wakanda Forever. You guys can expect my out-of-theater reaction around 6:45 and my full-blown spoiler review for Wakanda Forever around 8 p.m. tomorrow night. I cannot wait. I'm super hyped. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about Mobius in Deadpool 3, John Wick, Sean Levy directing a Star Wars film, and the It prequel that I cannot wait. I'm super excited about. Now let's talk about the meat and potatoes. Mobius. Some of you guys may know Mobius from the Loki TV series, played by Owen Wilson. He is now rumored to appear in Deadpool 3, which makes all the sense in the world because the TVA, Mobius, the Time Variance Authority, Deadpool is going to be plucking an iteration of Wolverine out of his timeline for whatever reason. And the TVA is going to have to try to stop him, of that being Mobius. How brilliant of an idea. Have Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, and Owen Wilson in your film? I am so excited about a multiversal travel film with Deadpool and Wolverine. I cannot wait. I'm super stoked to see these two beloved characters finally share a screen together, but to do it properly under the Marvel Studios banner, you guys. We finally get to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine with Deadpool. Wolverine Origins, that doesn't count. I can only imagine how fun Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman are going to have on the set of this film. All three of them are going to incorporate their ideas. Super stoked about that. We might possibly get to see Wolverine in the full-blown, classic yellow suit that the die-hard fans have been dying to see. I mean, we've had Wolverine just in tank tops for 20 years in an ugly black leather suit. We all know those earlier X-Men films, right? Fun fact, actually, in one of the first scenes when the X-Men are all together in the first X-Men film, when they're kind of hopping over the wall after getting off the jet, they had a difficult time getting over that little wall because of how tight those black suits were. That I couldn't believe it. I saw the behind the scenes and I was like, oh, that's just terrible. I'm so glad we're getting away from those and embracing the source material, because ultimately that's what I feel like it was. They were trying to get away from the source material at the time. Bryan Singer and whoever had hands in that, I get it, I understand. But nowadays, comic book films are so essential and the source material is so beloved and important. You just got to. But I'm excited, you guys. The Mobius TVA appearance in Deadpool 3. How exciting is that? Moving on, John Wick, you guys. Now, John Wick Chapter 4 is supposed to release sometime next year. I believe it's March, which I cannot wait and super ecstatic about. And they are doing a spin-off series called Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas. It's now been confirmed Keanu Reeves will reprise his role in the spin-off series. This is actually currently shooting as well. But not only that, Ian McCain? What's his name? I forgot his last name. But he plays Winston, in these John Wick films. He's also returning to the role as well. Look, I'm excited. I was a little nervous when I found out they were doing a spinoff. I was like, spinoff of John Wick with no John Wick? Exit. Don't need it. It's going to fail. You can't have a spinoff without John Wick. So I'm really excited that they decided to incorporate Keanu Reeves back into this world and story. I don't want them to kill him off. This John Wick series has been phenomenal. So good. Some of the greatest action we've ever seen. Some of the greatest hand-to-hand combat we have ever seen. And why not have Keanu Reeves back in the role as John Wick? Oh, I cannot wait for 4, you guys. And apparently, we get a new trailer tomorrow. How exciting. Cannot wait. You guys can expect my reaction to the trailer if it drops in the morning. Now, moving on, Sean Levy is supposed to be directing a Star Wars film in the future after Deadpool 3. Gonna be interesting. But I'm taking this with a grain of salt. I feel like they've announced so many Star Wars directors for these future films that have never gotten off the ground. Taika's supposed to be directing his. Rian Johnson's supposed to be directing his trilogy. I think they should just focus on the Disney Plus content. Hey, little man. I think they should just honestly focus on the Disney Plus content. I feel like that's where Star Wars right now is thriving. Obi-Wan was phenomenal. Seeing Darth Vader and Obi-Wan going back at it again since Revenge of the Sith was dope. Don't know what the future plans are for the films. I know they're struggling, but if you have somebody like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau who are kind of involved in it, we might be in good hands. Continuing on, you guys, the It prequel. I'm excited. Hey, man, have a seat. Apollo, have a seat. Sit down. Go sit. Shh, have a seat. I got to get this done. So the It prequel, you guys. Now, the It prequel is supposed to be a series on HBO Max, which I thought was going to be booted since, you know, this whole HBO and Discovery Plus and Warner Brothers thing is just all over the place. So I didn't think it was necessarily going to happen. But as of today, we got some showrunners. And I'm going to read you guys some of this article from Bloody Disgusting. I'm kind of excited about it. Hell of excited about it. Okay, so welcome to Derry. The It prequel series still happening and showrunners have been found. As we learned earlier this year, HBO Max is developing a series titled Welcome to Derry, which will serve as a prequel to the 2 Stephen King movies from Andy Muschietti, which I loved. That second film gets a lot of hate. It's long, but it's great storytelling. Like, people, they hate on that film so much. I don't know why. Variety has reported back in March that the series will begin in 1960s in the time leading up to the events of It Part 1, in 2017's film based on Stephen King's horror novel. The story is also to include the origin of Pennywise the Clown. Variety has also noted that Andy Muschietti and Barbara, his wife, are back on board to produce the series. Blessing, because they really made those 2 films their own. I'm really excited about that. That really gives me some reassurance for this project. So what's the latest on that project? Well, it looks like HBO Max is definitely moving forward with Welcome to Derry, as 2 showrunners have been appointed to lead the series. Variety reports today that Joe Fox, this is lame, I think that's how you pronounce it, Wonder Woman and Ice Age Continental Drift, and Brad Caleb Kane, Moonhaven, will serve as the showrunners. Variety notes HBO Max has given the show a series production commitment. And the site also notes that Andy Muschietti is being eyed to direct the pilot. Even better. He's so great. He's wonderful. He's an amazing director. Like I said, I love what he did with those first 2 films. I can't wait to see what he does with The Flash. Unfortunately, he has to deal with the whole Ezra Miller thing. Rumor has it he's going to be directing the next Justice League movie. That's the rumor. This Flash movie might just be a banger because of Andy. Look, I'm excited. I can't wait to see Pennywise return. I can't wait to see the whole prequel series. I can't wait to see Derry. I can't wait to see the origin story of it all. It's just so intriguing to me, especially since we got a glimpse of the origin in part 2. With Mike when he was discussing it over with Bill. I was like, oh, this is very interesting. I actually like the whole tribe aspect of it, and you get to see, you know, it come to Earth for the first time, and that whole little animation thing they had going. It was pretty cool. So I'm stoked for the prequel series. I'm excited. I'm excited, you guys. There's a lot of good things coming our way, especially with horror. Horror. I love it. And I think that there's so much potential to do a great prequel series for It. Best believe Bill Skarsgård will be back as Pennywise the Clown. He has to, man. He's so good. He's not as good as Tim Curry, but he was still really good, you guys. But there you have it. That's today's video. We talked Deadpool 3. We talked John Wick, Star Wars, and the It series. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought about these topics. And please, enjoy Wakanda Forever tomorrow, you guys. Have the time of your life. Enjoy it. Embrace it, because it's going to be another cultural movement that I can't wait to experience with you guys. Post your comments down below and let me know what you guys think. Peace.